Am I prepared this time? I think so. I often don't prepare completely. I think I've got everything I need here. So, banana bread is the name of the game today. Requisite bananas, but we also, this recipe, Mrs. Harry Wayne Miller. We've had that for a while. How long do you think we've had that, Kimberly?
I mean, you can see that's a favorite recipe.
Probably since you were a baby, right? So that's my firstborn. And we've added notes and things. And I'm going to add my own special touch to it today. But this is banana bread. Here we go. Cream, shortening, and sugar. So here's our sugar. And it calls for a cup. Notice that's not quite a cup. We'll come back to that later. About 3/4 cup. Maybe a smidge over. And then this isn't sugar. No, I just put the sugar in there. Good grief. This isn't shortening. This is what, camera lady?
Ew.
It's ew? No, this is bacon grease, y'all. So bacon grease can actually be used as a substitute for shortening, butter. Those are the two I've used it for. And it usually turns out pretty darn good. And I say usually always. Because it's bacon. If you're not a fan, you probably haven't had it. So my voice is a little off today. Yes, I am. The whole family, really. Somehow the two eldest ladies of the house, my firstborn and my wife, somehow they haven't gotten it yet. Not bad, at least. So it says cream, the shortening, and the sugar. So I think that just means to like gently mix in the sugar and our bacon grease. Or shortening. Look, you can use shortening if you want. I'm not going to get mad at you. That's what we're used to. This is my first time making it, so I'm going to have bacon grease. Oh, smell that. Stick your nose in there. Smell it. That smells amazing already. All right. Sure. And, you know, I don't use the strainer on the bacon grease, so we're going to have a few. I mean, it's not a lot. You can see there's a few little bacon bits in there, you know. So that's good. All right, so we whisk that in. And then it says to add the eggs. Uno. Doso. And then it says, let me rinse these off. Yeah. And then it says bananas. And it says 2, and then crudely exit out, and then marked 4. So this is not going to be a dry banana bread, y'all. This is going to be quite the moist banana bread. And we're not even done yet. So 1, 2. We're going beyond what it calls for already. 3. And then next it says spices and flour. Okay, bananas. Spices, it calls for 1 teaspoon of salt. A little bit. There we go, it's about a teaspoon. And then it calls for 1 teaspoon of soda. Baking soda, which this isn't labeled. I sure hope that's what this is. And then nutmeg. Oh, I love nutmeg. I don't know about you guys, but it calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon. So we'll just put a little bit in there. 2 cups of flour. So I already had one ready to go.
Dad, what did you say that you think was soda?
This. Alright. So we have our eggs, bananas, spices, and flour. And then, yes, we're still not done adding or modifying this recipe. We're going to add a strawberry and another strawberry and another strawberry. No, and then another strawberry. These are big though. I'm gonna hold off one of them, and then another new addition is some pineapple. So one reason we went a little bit light on the sugar is because we're adding so much sugar from the pineapple and the strawberries.
Mom usually puts like 4 big strawberries in.
Oh, well, good. I did 3 plus pineapple, so it's about even. Besides, your mama's not here, and what she doesn't know won't hurt her until she watches this. And she'll be like, "No, you did." I need a masher. Because this will be good for getting it out of here, but we got a mixer on up. Does it call for any like milk or water or anything? Nope. It sure doesn't. Firstborn from the other room. No. I guess it gets enough moisture from the eggs and the banana and the strawberries that we added to it, and pineapple.
That you added to it.
That I added to it. And that bacon. I can't wait to try this, you guys. I like tweaking recipes, especially
with bacon grease.
That's it. That's the thing. Oh my, look. It'll take a minute to mix all these. I guess I could have used the mixer, huh? But that's okay. This way, if you don't over mash it, you know, you got to get it enough that with the eggs and whatnot and the sugar, but having little bits of strawberry, you know, you run into that and a little extra flavor in your bite. I feel like that's part of the fun. What do you think? It needs to be mixed super well, or these little bits, you know? Alright, I'm gonna use it more of a mixer.
That's what you mixing.
Oh, that's okay. I'm doing it by hand. She's got it. Is that a toy?
Yeah.
Or does it like, oh, it works. Probably not really for, put that up for the camera to see. Alright. So now that we've mixed it in quite a bit, you can see we don't need to add any fluid. Wow, it's got plenty of moisture. So it says to put it in a loaf pan and bake for at 350. Go ahead and set the oven to 350, please.
How do I do that?
Press the bake button. Press it again. Now go to 350.
Oh.
Down. There you go. All right. So oven at 350 for an hour. It says 50 to 60 minutes. So we'll probably just go ahead and turn the oven off at like 45 and it can coast the rest of the way. Although this has a lot of moisture. Yeah, so I actually might need to go 5 minutes long, if anything. So we'll turn it off at 55 minutes and then do the toothpick poke thing. You don't know the toothpick poke thing?
I do.
What's the toothpick poke thing? What do you do for the toothpick poke?
You take one out, then you poke whatever you're baking to see if it's cooked.
Yeah. It should come out dry, right?
Yeah. Can I do the toothpick poke thing?
Sure.
Yay.
So we're going to put about half in one and half in the other. Really creative. Gotta leave room for it to rise, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to rise a little bit. Not sure exactly how much, since we are doing some substitutions.
A lot of them.
Really just 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
New modifications. Total modifications from the original recipe.
And you don't really know what that thing is.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's not soda, it'll definitely react differently. All right, so we have... Oh, my goodness. We need to take naps today, don't you think?
No.
Yeah, it'll help us feel better faster.
I don't like naps.
Well, you might not feel that way when you're older. All right, so we've got those. We'll wait to hear the ding ding that the oven is preheated, and we'll be off to the races. There it is. And actually, I did a pretty decent job evening it out. This one's got a little more than that one, but that's okay.
Dad?
Do you want some pineapple?
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't really rise a whole lot. Careful. Go from the side. You're going to burn yourself. Go from the side. In the middle. Now pull it out. Let's see it. Let's see. Looks dry. I think we're done. Definitely not much rising going on. That mystery powder that we thought was something, no idea what it is.
Can I try a piece?
Of course. Oh man, that smells good. You can see how dense that is. Very dense.
Is that mine?
Yeah, it doesn't rise much. And super, like, moist. So if you want it less moist, you know, I don't know, do something different. I don't know. I'm not a cook. I'm not a baker. But this stuff is so good. Mm-hmm.
Kind of tastes funny.
Yep. It didn't rise as much. That's what happens when we don't label things. It still tastes good. Ooh. Is that the pineapple? Mm-hmm. Help me out, bakers out there. We didn't get
I like it.
a lot of rise. The flavor is quite good. Still a piece of pineapple on there, that yellow.
Can I have another piece?
That's the proof right there, folks. They want another piece. But yeah, take a look. Get you closer here. As I mutilate it.
It's crumbling.
And you see just how dense that is. It's not light and fluffy. If you like light and fluffy banana bread,
Don't do it.
this is not for you. Look at that. Mm.
It's dense and wet. Can I have that piece?
Mm-hmm. Not wet. No. Moist. Very moist.
Ah.
Mm. And you know what? Do you taste any bacon?
No, I don't really think so.
So if you don't want something overly bacon flavored, or if you think this is gonna be super bacon flavored, I can barely get a hint. But it's a good substitute if you'd rather have the fat package of bacon versus shortening. It's a relatively healthy alternative, actually. A lot of folks might be surprised to hear that. But bacon fat.
Does the
See that?
Does the fourth-born want to try some?
Sure. I don't know, does she?
Hey, you down there.
Hey, you. The flavor's amazing, guys. I'm not as much of a texture snob as I am about flavor. And the strawberries and the banana and the pineapple all come through.
Ingredient that nobody knows what it is.
That's good. Come on.
It's a secret ingredient in it that
Careful, it's
nobody knows
hot.
what it is.
Have a good one, y'all.
Nom, nom, nom.